Love Judy.
I'm Jessica Dupart. A lot of people know me as Judy. I am the owner of Kaleidoscope Hair Products. To date, the company's probably made close to $40 million. Also birthed Kaleidoscope Realty, Kaleidoscope Management, Kaleidoscope Cares, Kaleidoscope Shipping and Receiving. Yeah.
DA Brat sat before the camera, her face illuminated by the soft light, but the pain in her eyes was undeniable. She had been holding onto the truth for far too long, and now it was time to let it out. I never thought I'd be here, DA Brat began, her voice thick with emotion. But the truth needs to be told, and it's time to stop pretending. She paused, looking down at her hands before meeting the camera's gaze again. Judy lied to me. She lived a double life, one I didn't know about. And I've carried that hurt with me for far too long. DA Brat wiped away a tear as she continued, her voice steady but filled with emotion. She wasn't the person I thought she was. She lied, and I'm done pretending it's okay. DA Brat's voice softened as she reflected on the moment she realized everything had changed. When you're in love, you don't want to believe that the person you're with is capable of lying to you, of hiding something so important. DA Brat shared, her eyes welling up. But over time, I started to feel like something was off. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew deep down that I was being kept in the dark. And then, the small signs began to pile up: late nights, secrets, missed calls. She paused for a moment, wiping her eyes. I didn't want to believe it. But when I started looking closer, the truth became undeniable. I realized she had been lying to me, hiding things from me that no one should have to hide. DA Brat took a deep breath. And that was the moment it all changed. It wasn't just one lie. It was a series of lies, a betrayal that I couldn't ignore anymore. Her voice broke as she continued. I thought I knew Judy, but I didn't. And that hurt more than anything. As DA Brat continued, her anger grew. The betrayal wasn't just about the lies, she said, her tone sharp with frustration. It was about the fact that she was living a secret life. A life that I knew nothing about. A life with men. And she kept it all hidden from me. DA Brat's face darkened as she spoke. The fact that she thought she could get away with it, that she thought I wouldn't find out. It broke me. It wasn't just about what she did. It was about the trust she destroyed. DA Brat shook her head, disbelief still in her eyes. I gave her everything. I trusted her more than I trusted anyone. And this is how she repaid me. She paused, her breath coming faster as the emotion surged. It wasn't just a betrayal of love, it was a betrayal of everything we built together. The trust, the respect, the relationship we had. It was all destroyed by her lies. DA Brat's voice cracked as she spoke. And once that trust was gone, there was no going back. I knew I couldn't stay in a relationship built on lies and deceit. The moment I discovered the truth, I felt like I had been punched in the gut, DA Brat recalled, voice trembling. I didn't go looking for it. But when I stumbled upon the truth, it was impossible to deny. I saw the messages, the pictures, everything was there, right in front of me. DA Brat's face reflected the pain of the moment. It wasn't just that she had been lying, it was the fact that she had been living a life that was completely different from what she told me. She was hiding a part of herself from me, and it wasn't just one time, it was a pattern. DA Brat's expression grew more intense. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The woman I trusted, the woman I loved, had been deceiving me the whole time. And when I saw the truth, there was no going back. I knew everything had changed. DA Brat paused, a tear slipping down her cheek. It was the worst kind of betrayal, because I thought I knew her better than anyone. But I didn't. DA Brat's voice grew stronger as she spoke about how Judy kept her secret life hidden. Judy wasn't just lying to me once or twice, she was lying every single day, DA Brat said, frustration and anger bubbling to the surface. She would tell me everything was fine, but behind my back, she was living a completely different life. DA Brat's eyes narrowed as she spoke. She was seeing other men, and I had no idea. She kept it all from me, as if I wouldn't find out. As if I wouldn't see the signs. DA Brat's expression hardened as she continued. The lies weren't just small things, they were huge. And every time I found out something new, it felt like a punch to the gut. She sighed deeply, the weight of the betrayal still heavy on her shoulders. I trusted her with everything I had. I thought she was the one person I could always count on. But she was lying to me, and that destroyed everything. It wasn't just the secrecy, it was the fact that she thought she could get away with it. That's what hurt the most. The emotional fallout from the betrayal was immense. When I found out the truth, it didn't just hurt, it shattered me. DA Brat shared, voice filled with emotion. I spent so much time trying to make sense of it, trying to figure out how I missed all the signs. How could I have been so blind? How could I have trusted someone who was lying to me every day? DA Brat paused, her eyes brimming with tears. It made me question everything about myself, about our relationship. I felt like I wasn't enough, like I wasn't worthy of honesty or respect. DA Brat's voice cracked as she continued. I thought I had built something real with her, something strong. But when the truth came out, it felt like everything was a lie. It broke me in ways I can't describe. She wiped away the tears, her expression shifting to one of determination. But I knew I had to face the truth. I had to let go of the lies, even if it meant letting go of the person I loved. DA Brat reflected deeply on the painful decision to end her relationship with Judy. Walking away wasn't easy, DA Brat admitted, her voice soft but firm as she spoke about the inner conflict she faced. The weight of her words was heavy, and the sadness in her voice conveyed just how hard it was to come to terms with the end of a relationship that had once been full of love and hope. I didn't want to give up on everything we had, but the truth was clear, DA Brat continued, her gaze distant as she recalled the emotional turmoil she had been through. She had invested so much of herself into the relationship, and the idea of walking away from it all felt like an unbearable decision. The betrayal was too deep, and the lies had gone on for too long. I had to make the choice to let go, for my own peace. The realization that her own peace had to come before the relationship was difficult to accept, but DA Brat knew that it was the only way forward. DA Brat's face softened as she spoke about the painful effort she had made to forgive and move past the betrayal. I tried to forgive her. I tried to move past it, she said, her voice tinged with sadness. The thought of forgiving Judy, of letting go of the hurt, was something DA Brat truly wanted. She longed to be free from the burden of the pain, but each time she tried to move forward, the weight of the betrayal lingered. But every time I did, the betrayal was still there. It was like a shadow hanging over me, DA Brat explained, her words filled with the sorrow of someone who had tried so hard to heal but had been unable to escape the emotional weight that the affair had left behind. It wasn't just about the affair itself, it was about the emotional cost of trusting someone who had shattered that trust, and the difficulty of moving forward when the past kept pulling her back. I realized I couldn't keep living like that, DA Brat said, the finality in her voice signaling a moment of clarity. She understood that no matter how much she wanted to believe that things could improve, the emotional toll of living with the betrayal was too great. The relationship had become toxic, and DA Brat had come to a point where she knew that her own emotional well-being was at risk. It hurt to walk away, but I knew I had to, DA Brat admitted, her voice growing steadier as she reflected on the decision that had been one of the hardest of her life. Leaving someone she had loved, someone with whom she had shared so much, was a painful and difficult choice, but it was one she knew was necessary. I couldn't keep giving to someone who had already taken so much from me, she said, her voice quiet but resolute. DA Brat had given so much of herself to the relationship, but in the end, she realized that the emotional cost had been too high. She couldn't keep sacrificing her own happiness for someone who had already hurt her deeply. DA Brat's voice steadied as she spoke about her decision, reflecting on the internal strength she had to summon in order to make it. It wasn't just about her betrayal, it was about choosing myself, choosing my happiness, and knowing I deserved better, DA Brat shared, the clarity of her words a testament to the growth she had experienced throughout the ordeal. In making the decision to walk away, DA Brat was choosing to prioritize her own happiness and emotional health. She had come to understand that, despite the love she had for Judy, she deserved a relationship built on trust, respect, and honesty, qualities that had been lacking in their relationship for far too long. Choosing myself became DA Brat's mantra as she navigated the painful process of letting go and healing. It was a choice to reclaim her sense of self-worth and to step into a future where she would be valued for who she truly was. The public's response to DA Brat's revelation was swift, overwhelming, and filled with support. Fans flooded social media with messages of admiration and encouragement, offering their heartfelt support to DA Brat during this difficult time. DA Brat is a queen. She deserves so much better than this, one fan tweeted, their words reflecting the collective shock and disbelief over the betrayal. DA Brat's fans had long admired her for her strength, and now, They saw her as even stronger for having the courage to confront the painful truth and share it with the world. What Judy did is unforgivable. DA Brat is strong, and I know she will come out of this even stronger, another fan wrote, expressing their faith in DA Brat's resilience. The outpouring of support was not just about feeling sorry for DA Brat, it was about acknowledging her strength in the face of heartbreak and offering encouragement as she navigated through the emotional aftermath of the betrayal. Celebrities also joined in, offering their support and admiration for DA Brat's bravery in speaking out. DA Brat is one of the strongest women I know, one celebrity tweeted, acknowledging the pain DA Brat had endured and the strength it took to walk away from a relationship that had once meant so much. No one deserves to be treated like this. I stand with her, another celebrity shared, expressing solidarity with DA Brat and offering their support. The celebrity world, often fraught with its own struggles, recognized the emotional toll DA Brat was going through, and many offered words of encouragement to help her heal. The public support from both fans and celebrities proved that DA Brat was not alone in her struggle. It was a reminder that while the road ahead might be difficult, she had an army of people behind her, ready to help her rebuild and move forward. Despite the pain, DA Brat is determined to move forward. "I'm not going to let this define me," DA Brat said, her voice filled with strength. "I've been through a lot, but I'm choosing to heal. I'm focusing on myself, my future, and the things that truly matter." DA Brat's face softened as she shared her plans for the future. "This experience has taught me a lot about who I am and what I deserve. I'm not going to let this hold me back. I'm going to rise above it." DA Brat smiled, her eyes filled with hope. "I know that the best is yet to come. I'm stronger because of this, and I'm ready for whatever comes next." If DA Brat's emotional journey resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about DA Brat's strength in overcoming this heartbreaking betrayal? We'd love to hear from you.